think you know Lou Howell. Maybe you met him mid-workout, but you might be shocked to find out that Lou is actually a wanted criminal. So hide your hearts and hide your pianos too, because this is the story of the most wanted man in Moonwood Mill. But first, like this video and please subscribe because it will make me happy and it will let me know that you want this type of content so I can know that I should make more of it. Lou never planned to end up in Moonwood Mill. In the game, Lou openly admits that he needed to run away from something from his past. He says, "How did I end up in Moonwood Mill? Well, I stole a few things I probably shouldn't have, and I was on the run. I figured nobody would find me way out here in the middle of the wilderness. Guess I was right." And he was right. What a better place to disappear in than a forest town with a population of 7. But Lou wasn't just a thief. He was a good thief. He stole things you might consider very strange. He says, "So I've snatched a few things over the years. A future cube, a few paintings, some children's toys, which I donated, so don't look at me like that. The best thing I ever took was a piano. Don't ask me how I did it. That's a secret." Yes, he claims that he donated the children's toys. And maybe this was a Robin Hood situation, you know, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. But let's be honest, would you trust a werewolf criminal on the run that's escaping his past? I don't know. Lou's transformation into a werewolf did not come by birth. It actually happened on a date. Typical Lou. We were going for a walk over the bridge when I heard a helpless kid crying for help. I was like, "Hey Celine, we gotta go help the kid." We braved going past those signs and all, and we ran into Greg. Yes, that Greg. Not this Greg. That Greg. The same Greg who lives in a trailer and writes about his wife in his diary, leaving signs all around his cabin so nobody interferes with his life. Greg's story is as wild as it gets, and I do have a video about him already on this channel, so you can watch it after this video. I think my doggy Rosie wanted to join me for this one. Both Celine and Lou were bitten, but they had very different experiences with the transformation. Celine finds the cure immediately and takes it. And Lou, well, he says, "I'm always getting asked why I didn't take the antidote after our encounter, like Celine did. Well, I figured I was strong enough to write it out. It was just a small bite. I guess I was wrong." So Lou waits, and then he decides he likes it. Becoming a werewolf probably gave him a purpose beyond stealing and being on the run. He says, "I love being a werewolf. I'm not planning to turn my back on this lifestyle." So while Celine cured herself and went back to mixing drinks, Lou embraced the beast. You can even get the werewolf cure at the bar where Celine works at, because the werewolf lifestyle is just not for everyone. We spoke about Kristopher, the saint of all werewolves, in a previous video. Even he, who accepts everyone into his pack, denied Lou, which is very shocking. But why? Because Kristopher has standards. Honestly, Kristopher is willing to accept werewolves from all walks of life, but I guess he draws the lines at crime. The Moonwood Collective values self-discipline, community, and being a good wolf. Meanwhile, Lou breaks into houses and steals kids' toys. Lou says, "Kristopher is a pretty cool werewolf to have taken in everyone he has. Of course he didn't take me in, so he kind of missed taking in the coolest wolf. But hey, he does an adequate job." Lou still respects Kristopher as the apex animal that he is. But Kristopher's pack, the Moonwood Collective, is just not his jam. Whether he says that just to brush off the rejection or truly means it. He says, "Between you and me, the Moonwood Collective is a bit stuffy for my taste. They're all sunshine and daisies with everyone, going to all that trouble just to avoid scaring non-werewolves. That's why I'm a proud Wildfang. I'm a werewolf, not some goody two-shoe camp counselor." That's pretty funny, Lou. No, you're not a camp counselor. I don't think they allow criminals in these jobs. Lou found his people elsewhere, with the Wildfangs. The Wildfangs don't care about your past. If anything, his criminal history probably makes him cooler to them. So Lou became a proud Wildfang, embracing the philosophy of participation, exploration, and self-improvement. He says, "There's too much fun out there for us werewolves to spend a single minute feeling sorry for ourselves. The Wildfangs helped me improve myself. They've taught me to embrace my identity as a werewolf. I'm never going to apologize for who, what, or where I am." And unapologetic he is. Lou flirts with everyone. In the game, he has a romantic trait. But here's here's the twist. Lou doesn't believe in fated mates. Fated mates could be any two werewolves that develop that bond. It's supposed to be beautiful, eternal, romantic. But Lou thinks it sounds terrifying. He says, "Not sure how I feel about the concept of fated mates. Like one werewolf forever? That's a lot of commitment." And on top of that, he makes an interesting confession. He wants to date a spellcaster. He finds them cool. He says, "I'm not sure I like the idea of vampires. I guess most werewolves don't. Spellcasters, on the other hand, they sound pretty cool. I'd get together with one." But spellcasters are usually known for discipline and study, and Lou's known for getting arrested. But maybe he's drawn to the chaotic world of spells and magic. He actually seems to really admire spellcasters. His favorite drink is Power Sip in midnight flavor. It's a drink that makes you focus for 4 hours. And he says, who wouldn't want to taste midnight? Seriously, they must have some spellcasters, brewers making this stuff. How else do you harness the essence of the night? So why does Lou stay in Moonwood Mill? He could have left, gone to the sunny Sulani, or went to find himself in the glamorous Del Sol Valley. Honestly, anywhere with functioning plumbing would do. But he doesn't. Here's my theory. Despite all his faults, Lou loves his pack, the Wildfangs. He might not believe in fated mates, but he believes in found family. That's why he fights with his pack. That's why, despite his fear of forever, he sticks around. Don't forget, 1 like equals Lou donating 1 kid's toy. And tell me, do you trust Lou, or do you think Kristopher is onto something by not including him in his pack? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more juicy lore.